with my clients and in some of the one-to-ones and some of my group workshops is heart rate variability. So I'm not going to go into loads of detail here, obviously, but what I have noticed for myself when I've been live monitoring my heart rate variability, that one of the practices, even when I'm teaching this practice, that has really improved my heart rate variability is these Qigong style movements with breath. So my heart rate variability has actually been at a really good place doing this type of practice. As I say, even when I'm teaching, not just when I'm practicing for myself, even more so rather than when I'm just sitting and doing my breathing practice. So we're just going to do a little bit more of this Qigong style movement. Again, really want to stress that I'm not a Qigong coach, so I'm not teaching you Qigong. What I'd like us to think about is basic, easy functional movement. We're thinking of functional movement and functional breathing. So let's just find a good standing position. And we're going to start off just by almost like relaxing and clearing things out. So I'll show you what I want you to do first. I want you to raise your arms up above your head. As you do, you come onto the balls of the feet and then you just crash onto the heels and just let everything go. That's a really nice way of just like clearing energy, if you like. And then we go again, raise onto the balls of the feet and really allow the heels to hit the ground and crash and just let your arms swing and let everything go. And again, raise, tall, high, and let everything go. And if you feel like it, if you want to, you can use a sigh out or a sound out. Use sound if you want to use sound. Whatever feels right for you. So raise up and let go. And up and let go. And a couple more, raise up. And when you're ready, let go. And up. And let everything go. Good. And then just let the body come back to balance. Pop your hands over the sternum here, right on the heart center if you're focusing on practicing yoga. So you've got your hands over the sternum here. You're just going to bring your feet a little bit closer together, maybe slightly turned out. Going to do the same thing, just raising up, and this time we're just going to do two little bounces, so just and then let everything balance. And again, raise up. And if you want to make a sound out, that's fine. If not, just breathe easy. And again, raise up. And two little bounces. Good. And then just bring the arms by the side and give your legs a little bit of a shake. And your hands a bit of a shake. And then you're going to take your feet about shoulder width apart. A little bit of give in the knees so we're not locked in the legs. So if I just show you from the side, you keep facing forwards, but if I just show you from the side, you're just almost sitting into it a little bit here. So you're sitting in. And when we're just going to raise our palms up to the side. So palms facing the sky, facing the ceiling. And I'll show you in slow motion what I want you to do. I want you to rotate and bring one arm in front. And then rotate and bring the other arm in front. So we just end up almost like doing a swing. Palms up, swing. Palms up, swing. Palms up, swing. Rotate. You can use a little bit of an out breath if you need to. It's all about just releasing and letting go. If you're thinking about breath, we're getting the rib cage mobilized, tall through the spine. We tend to get restricted in the ribs. See if we can get nice fluid movement going. And then see if we can just make it smaller. So just slow it down a little bit, make it smaller. So it actually just almost like becomes a little bit of rotation. And then come back to balance. You can bring your feet a little bit closer together as well. And just be aware of balance. So again, center of gravity of the pelvis, center of gravity of the rib cage, center of gravity of the head. But just feel that balance and ease of balance. Have a little body scan, have a little wiggle of your toes, little rock of the feet, connection to the ground. How are your lower legs feeling? How are the knees feeling? Hips, move the hips a little bit if you need to move the hips a little bit. Where is the rib cage? Feel free just to move the rib cage around a little bit, side to side, shoulders. Get that real sense of strength and power without being locked. A real sort of like dynamic power going through, running through the body. And then I'd like you just to pop your hand just below the ribs, just on the belly, and your other hand just on the sternum, on that heart center point. We're keeping the lips lightly together, jaw relaxed, throat relaxed. Maybe give the head a little nod so that you're lengthening the spine up. Bringing attention now to each new breath. And we'll start with just focusing on that nasal cavity. Each time you just take a new breath in through the nose, you can really get that sense, physical sensation of that slightly cooler air coming in through the nose, slightly warmer leaving. So just breathing comfortably, we're not guiding or controlling the breath, you're just body's breathing as it needs to. And notice whether that is smooth and rhythmical, whether maybe it's a little bit shaky, but just tune into what is going on in your body at the minute. Follow a couple of more breaths just in and out through the nostrils. So we're just noticing air entering the body and then leaving the body to allow that next new breath in. Now switch your attention to the lower hand. And again, we're not changing anything. I don't want you to be blowing your belly in and out. Just notice what is going on. At the end of that in-breath, And at the start of the out breath, tiny movement maybe. Again, because we're standing, we need to stabilize our body in this standing position so we're not collapsing down. You may notice that little bit of movement, subtle movement. So notice the end of the in-breath and the start of the out-breath. And now we're just going to guide the breath. So we've done this before. We're going to do the count in for 4. We're going to hold for 7. And we are going to breathe out for 8. So because we're increasing the time we're breathing in, because we're adding a suspension at the top of the breath, and because we want a controlled out breath, we're going to take a slightly greater volume in. So when we take a greater volume in, I want you to feel this upper chest also expanding and opening. Not lifting, but expanding and opening. So it's almost like this part here will come maybe forwards a little bit. So just see what goes on. So I'm going to count you through it. We'll do 3 rounds of these. Just shake your legs out if your legs are feeling a little bit stiff. Get balanced. So I'll count down from 3, and then we'll do in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. So we're taking a slightly bigger volume. We're not filling the lungs to 100%. Think about 60%. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out with a sound or through the nose, whatever feels comfortable for you. 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then rest. And let your arms come down to the side. Again, give your body a little bit of a shake if you need to. We're going to do similar, but we're going to focus on breathing into the back of the body. So firstly, what I'd like you to do is just bring your arms above your head, put the palms together. Then I'll show you from the side, you keep facing the front. Bring your arms back. So you're just bending the elbows, brush the back of the neck. This is really nice. Brush the back of the neck. Come to the front of the throat. Bring the hands down to the center, and then you're going to bring your hands round to the back. So let's get your hands in the back there on the kidneys and just give your kidneys and back a little bit of a massage. Here, side of the ribs, back of the body. Put the fingers in there if you need to put your fingers in. Give yourself a nice little massage. Keep the shoulders down and relaxed. So now we got the chest open. We'll do a 4, 7, 8 again. Breathing, focusing on bringing the breath into the back of the body, into this huge part of the lungs here at the back of the body. Make sure when we're doing this that the shoulders aren't hiked up towards the neck. So nice and stable through the feet, a little bit of give in the knees. We'll do 4, 7, 8 again. So I'll count you down from 3. We're breathing into the back, or focusing on breath into the back of the body. Obviously we're breathing into the whole of the lung area and the rib cage area, but focus that breath into the hands, into the back of the body. So 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep facing forwards. Breathe into this part here in space. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2. My shoulders up against my ears. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can almost push the breath out a little bit. You can just squeeze a little bit without forcing from the back of the body. And one more time. Breathe in. 3, 4. Hold. Watch the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And good. And then bring the arms down. My shoulders are going up a little bit there. So just watch that. It's keeping tall through the spine. A little bit more movement again, so just that little bit of rotation. Just breathing easy, let the breath calm, let the breath settle. And then come back to balance. And we're just going to do movement side to side. So we've done this in the movement class. I can't remember if we did this last week in the breath class, but we've done this in the movement class. So you bring your palms up towards your lower energy center, the lower dantian. You get to there, and then we push down and we move to the right side. And then we bring the palms up and left side. So you give in that hip, give in that knee, give in that ankle. And let's combine easy breathing with this. So just easy in and out through the nose now, just the amount of breath that you need. Breathing in as you come up and out as you push down and ground yourself. And in and out. We're still breathing deep into the body, but we're not necessarily breathing big into the body. Just breathe the amount of air that you need. Smooth rhythmical movement, smooth rhythmical breathing. Keep that movement smooth, keep the breathing smooth. It's a continuous movement. There's no start, there's no stop. We're not counting reps. Nice, fluid. Strength and connection to the ground through that support leg. Lift and energize, strength and connection to the ground. So we're just facing forwards and pushing into the side. So facing forwards and just dropping side to side. And then come back to balance in the middle. Palms again come up to the energy center. When you come across to the heart center, you face the palms towards your chest. Then we reach up and lower. Soft, 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 soft. Use the whole body as well. If you feel you want to give a little give in the knees, it's not about what the movement looks like or copying a movement that I'm doing. It's you just tuning in and doing what feels right. So if you feel you need your body needs to move, move as you want. It's not just about moving arms. The points to focus on are palms coming up, facing in, reaching up, reaching forwards. Now let's coordinate the breath with that. So as you're breathing in, and out. So we're adding guidance to the breath. So just breathe the volume you need. It doesn't have to be big. And out. And in. And out. And if the breath is challenging at this pace, then just breathe rhythmically and easily. So I don't want the breath to be stressful. So if you need to breathe more breaths per movement or per circle, then just keep the breathing easy, soft and rhythmical. But if you can comfortably breathe with the movement without over breathing, opening up the rib cage like waking up in the morning. Don't forget about the feet, don't forget about a connection to the ground. Connect the whole body, push into the ground with the heels. And out. And out. And then just let the arms rest by the side. Again, a little bit of move if you need to shake the legs, the hips. And then come back to balance. Remember, we're not just moving our arms, we're using the whole body. So nice and balanced. Palms again come up. When we get here to the lower dantian, it's like big wings opening up. Opening up the chest, opening up the rib cage. Keeping tall as you bring the hands together. Back down to the ground. And then again, opening up, out, expanding across the collarbone, the sternum. And then let's coordinate the breath again. So you're breathing in. Slow movement and out. It's not about getting from the beginning to the end. It's focusing on the movement all the way through. So move all the way through. Good, that's nice. So it's not just let me get my arms open, let me get my arms closed. It's all the way through. Slow motion movement, not quick. movement. Smooth, easy, fluid breathing. Smooth, easy, fluid movement. Just breathing just the right amount of air that you need, but see if you can guide it with the movement. So nice breath in and breath out. And in and out. And in. No start, no stop. Continuous movement. And out. And in. And out. Good, and then just rest the arms by the side. Okay, for the final 2 minutes, just find a comfortable position, sitting or lying, whatever works for you, on the floor. I've lost my sitting mat. Nice and tall through the spine. Give the head a little bit of nod so the head's balanced on top of the spine. If you're lying, use gravity just to extend that spine and relax into the ground. And bring that focus, the attention back to your nostrils and that whole space behind the nostrils, the nasal cavity. And just allow the breath in and out through the nasal cavity. Just being aware, just noticing. Can you really sense the difference in temperature? Can you really tune into that slightly cooler air coming in through the nose? Slightly warmer leaving. And I'll just give you another 30 seconds or so just to be in stillness, in quiet. Enjoying the calm, the space. Feeling focused, concentrated, energized, uplifted, present here. And then just bringing your attention back into the space around you. Give your fingers a little wiggle, maybe your toes a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a movement, bit of a stretch, and we will finish there. So slightly different from our usual breathwork class, but as I say, I'm getting real-time feedback on my HRV now, which is excellent, and I'm noticing that stuff like this, even when I'm teaching it, is really giving me a good heart rate variability. So if you're doing my classes, if you're joining in any of the Optimize Your Breathing classes or any of the running classes, you'll understand a little bit more about heart rate variability. Google heart rate variability. There's loads of good stuff out there to show you how it's an insight into your autonomic nervous system. And if we can take control and help to improve our heart rate variability. That is going to make us more resilient to stress. So that's the idea behind it. Let's hope it works. Have a great day. Thanks for joining in. As always, I will see you Thursday if you come into the movement class, or if not, I will see you hopefully next Tuesday. Thanks for your time and attention. Bye everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.